Hey everybody, welcome to Caron's Corner Fireside Chat. I'm Caron Cotelis-Ria here at the Real Estate One office in Rochester, Michigan. And today we're going to be talking about moving. It's one of those things that I dread doing myself. I did it 6 or 7 years ago, and before that it was about 20 years prior. And I was really not looking forward to the whole moving process. And so I found that if you find an excellent mover, it's really not a bad situation at all. It's actually pretty enjoyable. So with us today, we have Andrew Pitlock with Morse Moving and Allied. So welcome.
Well, thanks for having me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the introduction. Obviously, you and your entire Real Estate One team work around moving quite a bit, so we kind of go hand in hand with each other, but happy to be here today and discuss some of the details that get your clients from point A to point B.
Yeah,
So.
I'm finding that, over the years of doing this, it's super stressful for people to have to physically move everything. On my last move, I had you guys pack me up and move me, and it was the best decision I made. So tell us about some of the services that you offer.
Sure, yeah, so going off of what you said, packing is actually a service that a surprising amount of people don't even realize we offer. We're a full service moving company, meaning if you needed us to pack your entire home, we'd be happy to do so. That's kind of a white glove premium service. We do charge on a per box basis, so the more a client can pack themselves, the more they can stand to save. But we can make custom accommodations where if you only want us to pack, half the rooms and you pack the rest, we'd be happy to do so. Or if you wanted to really, save yourself and go, an economically savvy route and pack the entire home yourself, you can do that as well.
Yeah. And you provide the boxes if they are interested in that?
Sure. Yeah, we
Okay.
can absolutely sell boxes at a very competitive rate, and I'll drop them off right to your doorstep.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So you've been in this business a while. How did you get involved?
Sure. So I've been with Morse just over 3 years now. I actually have kind of a unique introduction to the company. So I spent the beginning of my career working in the sports and entertainment world. I was with the Detroit Pistons in their corporate partnerships department. So I just worked with their marketing partners and all the advertisers that you see at the venues. And Morse Moving is the exclusive moving partner of the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
So when the Pistons moved from Auburn Hills to Detroit, they came on as the official partner of the Detroit Pistons. I worked very closely with that account and got to know our owner, Dave Morse, who's just an incredible and vivacious guy. And years later, when this opportunity came where they needed someone to head Oakland County sales for them, I was there, and he brought that opportunity to me, and it was a great fit. So I'm born and raised in Rochester, so seeing that Rochester, exactly. So seeing that Rochester is, kind of the nucleus of my territory here. I do a lot of business in Rochester. It's fun having that familiarity that I do here.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've been with the company for just over 3 years now.
Okay.
Yep.
So Morse Moving, so you're affiliated, like partnered with Allied, and it sounds to me like when we were talking earlier, Morse does more of the, like you said, less than within 500 miles, they do that, and then you guys also will contract it with Allied for the longer distance moves. Do you want to explain that? And then you mentioned international as well.
Sure. Yeah, so that is a very important partnership. I always say Morse Moving and Allied Van Lines, and I know it's kind of a mouthful, but it is an important distinction to point out, because that partnership that we've had in place for over 50 years now is what allows us to truly move anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
So anything under 500 miles, we can handle directly as Morse Moving. So we'll take those moves. Anything over 500 miles, we can still handle it because we're partnered with Allied Van Lines. So Allied Van Lines is a global moving network that's in over 135 countries throughout the world. And how they create that moving network is they partner with reputable moving companies, long-standing moving companies in every zip code throughout, the United States, North America. Okay. So Morse Moving has been partnered with Allied, I believe, since the 1970s or 80s.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yes.
Well, and that's really important, like with what I do, because I'm moving people globally sometimes. So, so it's a wonderful connection.
Another beauty of our partnership with Allied is that it allows us to coordinate and coordinate the moves of people who are out of state moving to Michigan
Yeah,
as well.
that's perfect.
So if you had a client that was in California or any state across the United States coming
Yeah.
to Michigan, I could work directly with them. I can still make sure we're doing an in-home consultation because I'll just have someone else in our allied network from out in that territory do the consultation. So it's really lucrative for
Yeah.
a lot of our real estate
Well, and
partners.
we are seeing a lot of people moving back to
Sure.
Michigan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have pretty decent weather here and everything. We don't have to worry about what a lot of other people are dealing with
Absolutely.
in other states, so it's a good place to be.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here and telling us all about your business and everything that you have to offer. It's
Yeah.
a fantastic company. Clients rave about you guys. You're a great person.
You're gonna make me
and,
blush.
And
so.
one of the things I really like is that it's a family-owned business.
Oh yeah.
And here at Real Estate One, we have a family-owned business, and it's really nice. It's it's all about service and keeping people happy and making sure everyone is taken care of. So I appreciate you very much.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Andrew, for being here.
Yeah. my pleasure.
Andrew with Morse Moving and Allied. And I am Caron Cotelis-Ria. Thanks for joining, and don't make a move without me.